Each act, each occasion is worse than the last, but only a little worse. You wait for the next and the next. You wait for one great shocking occasion, thinking that the others, when such a shock comes, will join you in resisting somehow. You don't want to act or even talk alone. You don't want to go out of your way to make trouble. Why not? Well, you are not in the habit of doing it. And it is not just fear or fear of standing alone that restrains you. It is also genuine uncertainty. Uncertainty is a very important factor, and instead of decreasing as time goes on, it grows. Outside, in the streets, the general community, everyone is happy. One hears no protest and certainly sees none. You know, in France or Italy, there would be slogans against the government painted on the walls and fences. In Germany, outside the great cities, perhaps, there is not even this. In the university community, in your own community, you speak privately to your colleagues, some of them who certainly feel the way you do, but what do they say? They say, it is not so bad. You are seeing things. You are an alarmist. And you are an alarmist. You are saying this must lead to this, and you can't prove it. These are the beginnings, yes, but how do you know for sure when you don't know the end? And how do you know or even surmise the end? On one hand, your enemies, the law, the regime, the party, intimidate you. On the other hand, your colleagues poo-poo you as pessimistic or even neurotic. You are left with your close friends who are naturally people who have always thought the way you have. But your friends are fewer now. Some have drifted off somewhere or submerged themselves in their work. You no longer see as many as you did at meetings or gatherings. Informal groups become smaller, attendance drops off in little organizations, and the organizations themselves wither. Now, in small gatherings of your oldest friends, you feel that you are talking to yourselves, that you are isolated from the reality of things. This weakens your confidence still further and serves as a further deterrent. To what? It is clear all the time that if you're going to do anything, you must make an occasion to do it. And then you're obviously a troublemaker. So you wait, and you wait. But the one great shocking occasion, the one where tens or hundreds of thousands will join with you, never comes. That's the difficulty. If the last and worst act of the whole regime had come immediately after the first and smallest, thousands, yes, millions would have been sufficiently shocked. But of course, this isn't the way it happens. In between come all the hundreds of little steps, some of them imperceptible, each of them preparing you not to be shocked by the next. Step C is not so much worse than step B. And if you did not make a stand at step B, why should you at step C and step D and so on? And then one day, too late, your principles, if you were ever sensible of them, all rush in upon you. The burden of self-deception has grown too heavy, and some minor incident collapses it all. And you see that everything has changed and changed completely under your nose. The world you live in, your nation, your people, is not the world you were born in at all. The forms are all there, all untouched, all reassuring. The houses, the shops, the jobs, the meal times, the visits, the concert, the cinema, the holidays. But the spirit, which you have noticed because you have made the lifelong mistake of identifying it with the forms, is changed. Now you live in a world of hate and fear. The people who hate and fear do not even know it themselves. Where everyone is transformed, no one is transformed. Now you live in a system which rules without responsibility, even to God. The system itself could not have intended this in the beginning, but in order to sustain itself, it was compelled to go all the way. You have gone almost all of the way yourself. Life is a continuing process, a flow, not a succession of acts and events at all. It has flowed to a new level, carrying you with it, without any effort on your part. On this new level you live, you have been living more comfortably every day, with new morals, new principles. You have accepted things you would not have accepted 5 years ago, a year ago, things your father would have not imagined. Suddenly it all comes down at once. You see what you are, what you have done, or more accurately, what you haven't done. You remember those earlier meetings of your department in the university. If one had stood, others would have stood. If one had stood, others would have stood, perhaps, but no one stood. A small matter, a matter of hiring this man or that, and you hired this one rather than that. You remember everything now, and your heart breaks. Too late. You are compromised beyond repair. This is a passage from They Thought They Were Free. It is a book that is chillingly warning us of where we are right now. Step A being only slightly worse than step B, step C, step D, and so on. But before you know it, it all rushes in on you. please watch this video again, listen to those words, go read them yourself. Understand where we are as human beings at this time right now. And don't wait until it is too late.